Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have some fascinating insights to share with you about the future of electric vehicles in the United States and the significant impact it may have on the nation's electric grid. Recent projections indicate that over half of all new cars sold in the U.S. by 2030 could be electric vehicles, which could lead to a major strain on our aging electric grid built for a fossil fuel-driven world. Join us as we delve into the analysis by the Rapid Energy Policy Evaluation and Analysis Toolkit, a project from Princeton University, and explore the challenges and solutions that lie ahead. Let's get started. To kick things off, let's dive into the numbers and understand the rising demand for electric vehicles in the U.S. As you can see from these projections, domestic electricity demand is expected to increase significantly over the next decade and beyond, largely driven by the transportation sector's shift towards electrification. Light-duty vehicles, excluding large trucks and aviation, are projected to consume up to 3,360% more electricity by 2035 than they do today. That's quite a surge in power demand, considering we've seen only around 5% increase in the past decade. With such a substantial rise in electric vehicle adoption, the electric grid could face some serious challenges in accommodating the increased demand for power. But what exactly are the implications for the grid? Electrifying transportation is indeed a crucial step towards decarbonization, but to ensure its effectiveness, it must be coupled with a massive expansion of renewable energy sources. This brings us to the major changes required in the electric grid infrastructure. Upgrading the grid means investing in more high-voltage transmission lines to transport electricity from rural wind and solar power plants to urban demand centers. Smaller distribution lines and transformers for last-mile electricity delivery are also essential, as is the implementation of hardware like inverters to enable energy exchange between home batteries, EVs, and solar panels. The transformation won't come without a cost, though. The Cavala study estimates that California alone would need to spend $50 billion by 2035 on distribution grid upgrades to meet its ambitious EV targets. Charging electric vehicles demands a significant amount of electricity, but what does that look like in comparison to other household appliances? Based on current projections, the electricity consumption for charging an EV can be quite substantial. For instance, a new Tesla Model 3 owner driving the national average of 14,000 miles per year would consume a comparable amount of electricity charging their vehicle at home as they would using their electric water heater throughout the year. Larger electric vehicles, like the Ford F-150 Lightning, might consume even more electricity than a central AC unit in a large home. As we've seen, the surge in electric vehicle adoption is imminent, and it's vital to address the challenges posed to the electric grid. So, what are the potential solutions to ensure a smooth transition to an electrified future? The most straightforward way to meet the growing electricity demand is to invest in more renewable energy sources. Solar and wind resources, though often rural, can be harnessed through high-voltage transmission lines that transport clean energy across county and state lines. However, despite replacing and upgrading old lines, there has been a lack of investment in building new transmission capacity. The process of building new transmission lines faces regulatory hurdles, as it involves multiple counties, states, and utility service areas that need to agree on financing and approval. Efforts are underway to expedite the energy infrastructure build-out through permitting reforms. Senator Joe Manchin's permitting reform bill aims to speed up permitting for all types of energy projects, including renewable energy infrastructure. However, navigating the politics surrounding this issue can be challenging, as some view the bill as overly favorable to fossil fuel interests. While we wait for these infrastructure changes to take effect, there's an in-between period, where the need for electricity will be high, but the transmission infrastructure won't be ready yet. This is where distributed energy resources, like residential solar and battery systems, play a vital role in stabilizing the grid. Homeowners can generate their own power and even sell excess electricity back to the grid. Bidirectional charging capabilities in EVs also contribute to grid stabilization, allowing them to power homes during peak demand or provide electricity back to the grid when needed. As the U.S. moves towards a future with more electric vehicles, it's clear that the electric grid needs a significant overhaul to handle the increased demand for electricity. By investing in renewable energy sources, upgrading transmission lines, and embracing distributed energy resources, we can pave the way for a sustainable and efficient electric grid capable of powering the electric vehicle revolution. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more informative content on environmental issues and technological advancements. Thanks for watching.